It was my first official anime review, and now the show I talked about, Attack on Titan, is getting a dub. And guess what, too? The cast has been revealed. Now let's take a couple minutes to pretend that dubs are still relevant. Cue title scene. First things first, I will be talking about our three central characters and Captain Levi, because for one reason or another he seems to be the most popular character from this show. I am judging these actors based on what I saw in the released clips and their previous experience. You know, maybe I'll say some positive things, some negative things, maybe you'll agree with everything I say, maybe you won't, but these are my opinions and this is what I have to say. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm not going to lie, I really couldn't understand why Levi is so popular. Yeah, he's a good fighter and he gets some good lines and it's cool to see him kill stuff, but to be perfectly honest, he doesn't stand out to me. So for me, this voice really has to sell this character, and honestly, it does. I couldn't find anything really memorable I've seen this guy in, just a couple little things that aren't really worth mentioning. But from what I found, I liked this voice. I thought the clip showed him being young and youthful and action-packed. Did a nice job of still making him seem like a smart, wise adult. Really, I think is the right character for that voice with the right tone and the right amount of emotion. And I definitely think this is going to help me like Mr. Captain Levi. Armand! He's basically just kind of a blonde Ron Weasley. Yeah, that's it. He's just sort of Aaron's sidekick. He gets to have all these great plans and stuff that he thinks up, but to be perfectly honest, if he wasn't there, the story wouldn't be much different. He shines a couple of times, but to be perfectly honest, he didn't leave much of an impression, positive or negative, on me. Just sort of alright. And based on what we've seen from this actor, who only has been in, I'm not getting much. To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to be too invested or too caring. I mean, when it comes to Soul Eater, how many characters do you go to before you get to Ox? And to be perfectly honest, based on this clip, I didn't find him all that interesting. I mean, the actor looks like he's going to do an alright job, give a fine little performance. To be perfectly honest, since Armand didn't leave much of an impression on me on the way he's written or what he's used for, I doubt the actor's going to change that much, and from the looks of it, no. Okay, now this is the important one. This is the one I'm really concerned about. Because you know why? If you saw my review, link to that in the description below. Maika was my favorite character in the whole show. I thought she was incredibly well written. I thought her backstory was presented perfectly. I thought everything about her was done to the best of the show's ability, and it paid off great. And you know what? The character is just real fun too. Smart, action-packed, exciting, does a lot for the show, really brings in the A game for this. And you know what? Based on this actress, what was she in? That's the best I got? And for those of you who also don't know, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is my favorite TV show of any country ever. And Lanfan is not one of the reasons why. It's no knock to the character. Like every character in Full Metal Alchemist, she's very good, but she's not all that important. And none of the other things I found for her that I knew about this actress were particularly things to really help this. So all I can really go on is the clip we saw, which was of Maika giving a speech to the other candidates during a big fight. And you know what? Based on that speech, awesome. This actress gives the right amount of emotion, the right amount of energy, the right amount of lack of emotion. Puts it all in and then really sets it out there. I mean, obviously the big moment for that character to shine is when we get her backstory, but based on this one clip, I'm happy. Looks like she's gonna do a great job playing a great character. Damn it. Okay, look, anyone who saw my review knows that I really feel that the main low point of this show is our protagonist, Aaron. I don't think the character is particularly well written. I don't think he's particularly interesting. And honestly, I didn't find myself caring about what happened to him. And I know the only character development he got was in the last 25 minutes of the show. And to be perfectly honest, if you like him, that's fine. But these are my reactions. And as far as I'm concerned, this is the worst casting of the four. Because they picked Bryce Papenbrook, and the main thing I've seen him before is as Kirito from Sword Art Online, and if you saw my review of that, I didn't like any part of that show, except the action. And to be perfectly honest, seeing Papenbrook here doesn't make me very confident. Because I don't think either that actor nor this character are particularly any good. Look, realistically in Sword Art Online, Kirito is a terrible written character, way worse than Eren. And Papenbrook has been okay in Blue Exorcist and Tenkai Nights, but when you're putting a barely okay actor with a barely written character, it doesn't work. And when people keep complaining, no, you're wrong, Eren's great. No, he's not. He doesn't get a chance to really show any emotion. If he doesn't have any, that's not really stated. The character just isn't good. He's not likable. He's not really that interesting. He doesn't really carry the show at all. And to be perfectly honest, I don't think Papenbrook has the ability to really do anything with that. You know, rather it's just because he's a bad actor, just because this is a bad character. This is the low point of this. But to be perfectly honest, we've had 2 positives and 1 sort of okay. So 1 bad ain't that bad, and from the rest of what I've seen of this cast, this is probably going to be a pretty good dub, all things considered. And I know I'll check it out, or at least steal a bootlegged copy. And you know what? If you like these casting announcements, even the one I disagree with, good for you. And if you want to tell me, leave it in the comment section below. Tell me anything you want about all the other castings, or who you thought should have gotten the parts. All that's open for debate. And as always, click to like and click to subscribe, because I've got some other interesting anime reviews, and hopefully you'll check them out, because I know I would.